Welcome to APush for 5, your shortcut to mastering the AP U.S. history exam. Let's jump into Period 4, 1800 to 1848, where America transformed through democracy, reform, and growth. Question 1. Stimulus. Treaty of Ghent, 1814, restored pre-war boundaries without addressing impressment or trade restrictions. Question. The Treaty of Ghent best characterized the War of 1812 as A decisive American victory over European imperial powers, B. A costly conflict yielding symbolic but not territorial gains, C. A humiliating defeat that fractured the Union politically, D. A turning point establishing permanent U.S.-British hostility. The correct answer is B, a costly conflict yielding symbolic but not territorial gains. The Treaty of Ghent ended the war by restoring old borders, not granting new land or addressing maritime issues. Question 2. Stimulus. Congress debates federal funding for roads and canals. Internal improvements, 1820s. Question. The debate most clearly revealed A. Southern advocacy for protective industrial policy. B. Consensus that all infrastructure should be locally financed. C. Widespread opposition to using tariffs for revenue. D. Conflicts between regions over the role of federal authority in economic development. The correct answer is D. Conflicts between regions over the role of federal authority in economic development. The debate over internal improvements in the 1820s revealed deep regional divisions about the federal government's role in funding infrastructure. Southerners often opposed it, while Northern and Western leaders often supported it. Question 3. Stimulus. Published writings of young women working in textile mills. Lowell Offering, 1840. Question. The Lowell Offering best illustrates A. Employer efforts to suppress anti-industrial sentiment. B. Early labor unions demanding universal male suffrage. C. Factory women's attempts to assert cultural and intellectual agency. D. Southern resistance to female education. The correct answer is C. Factory women's attempts to assert cultural and intellectual agency. The Lowell Offering reflected how female mill workers used writing to express independence and intellect, showing pride in their work despite industrial limits. Question 4. Stimulus. First telegraph message. What hath God wrought? Sent from Washington to Baltimore, 1844. Question. The telegraph most directly contributed to A. Strengthening regional isolation by reducing travel. B. Ending the need for political conventions and mass rallies. C. Weakening newspapers as sources of information. D. Expanding communication networks that integrated national markets. The correct answer is D. Expanding communication networks that integrated national markets. The telegraph revolutionized communication by connecting distant regions instantly, helping unify markets and accelerate commerce and news exchange. Question 5. Stimulus. British cruisers have been in the continued practice of violating the American flag on the Great Highway of Nations. James Madison. War Message, 1812. Question. Madison's statement primarily justified war against Britain due to A. British interference with American maritime and neutral trading rights. B. French seizure of American ships under Napoleon's decrees. C. Expansionist efforts by settlers in Spanish Florida. D. British support for native uprisings in the Old Northwest. correct answer is A. British interference with American maritime and neutral trading rights. Madison's war message focused on British impressment and trade violations, making this the clearest cause of conflict. Other options exaggerate or misplace blame. Question 6. Stimulus. Our country may be said to have commenced its career among the nations. James Monroe Inaugural Address, 1817. This statement most directly reflects A. Sectional tension over the admission of Missouri. B. National confidence following the War of 1812. C. Decline of U.S. influence in international trade. D. Growing political division between parties. The correct answer is B. National confidence following the War of 1812. Monroe's statement captured the surge of national pride and optimism after the War of 1812, marking the start of the era of good feelings. Question 7. Stimulus. Let us no longer be content with apologies. Let us assert our rights by arms. Congressional Speech, 1811. This appeal most closely reflected the goals of A. Democratic Republicans from the West and South seeking honor and territorial expansion. B. Northern merchants advocating expanded overseas trade. C. Federalists urging constitutional amendments to limit the presidency. D. Western settlers petitioning for internal improvements and tariffs. The correct answer is A. Democratic Republicans from the West and South seeking honor and territorial expansion. Clay and the Warhawks pushed for national pride and expansion, not caution or diplomacy, making A correct. Others missed their pro-war stance. Question 8. Stimulus. The American continents are henceforth not to be considered as subjects for future colonization by any European powers. Monroe Doctrine, 1823. Question. The Monroe Doctrine primarily aimed to A. Establish permanent U.S. alliances with Latin American nations. B. Justify American annexation of Spanish territories. C. Prevent European colonization while avoiding direct intervention. D. Challenge British naval supremacy in the Atlantic. The correct answer is C. Prevent European colonization while avoiding direct intervention. The Monroe Doctrine warned Europe against new colonization in the Americas while affirming U.S. neutrality, asserting hemispheric influence without military entanglement. Question 9. Stimulus. Battle of Lake Erie flag bearing the slogan, "Don't give up the ship." 1813. Question. This slogan most clearly expressed A. Support for renewed negotiations with Britain and France. B. Protest by pacifist groups against forced enlistment. C. A call for New Englanders to resist the federal draft. D. American morale and resilience in the face of British naval dominance. The correct answer is D. American morale and resilience in the face of British naval dominance. Don't give up the ship symbolized national perseverance in war, not peace or commerce. Question 10. Stimulus. Erie Canal map showing the connection between Lake Erie and the Hudson River, 1825. Question. The Erie Canal most directly resulted in A. The decline of agricultural production in the West. B. Rapid economic growth in New York and the interior markets. C. A decrease in federal spending on transportation. D. Expansion of Southern trade dominance. The correct answer is B. Rapid economic growth in New York and the interior markets. The Erie Canal linked western farms to eastern ports, lowering transport costs and turning New York into a major commercial hub. Thanks for watching A Push for 5. Let us know in the comments which questions you liked the most. If today's practice helped you, tap like, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any future videos. And share this with a friend who's also aiming for that 5. If you want more hands-on learning or direct feedback, reach out directly. We'd love to help you take your prep to the next level. See you in the next video.